We're here at the 2010 Petite Le Mans, where once again we have a Porsche plot, one of the bigger Porsche plots in the country. I think it's closing in on 200 cars. And as we were walking the plots in the parking lot, we came across this very unique car that belongs to Jack McAllister from Peach State region. And Jack's going to give us a little bit about the car because it's very unusual. It's not your typical long hood, early 911. Jack, first of all, what year is it?
This is a 1972 911 that started life as a 911T.
Okay, and of course the 72 is unique. You can tell us what we're looking at. It's not a gas flap.
That's right. That's the oil tank, and this is the 1 year that the oil tank on these cars was in front of the rear wheel.
So when you bought this, I guess this gave almost a new definition of a basket case. What did it look like when you first bought it?
It had no interior, which was good because I knew what I wanted to do with the car, and having the interior and carpet already out allowed me to see that the tub was solid with no rust. So it was a good starter car for this project.
So the first thing that stands out on this car, of course, is the graphics. Kremer. We all know they raced 935s at Le Mans and became famous that way. What significance does it have with the early car?
Well, I bought a book a couple of months ago that Dominique Pascal wrote. It's a French book, but it documents Porsche's history at Le Mans from the beginning with 356s and on. And the early Kremer cars, Irwin and Manfred actually started out building and racing RSs and RSRs, and in the early days this was the script they put on their team cars. They later changed to a more block letter script, but this was correct for the cars they raced in 72, 73.
Okay, why don't we start at the business then, I guess, right from the beginning, and show us what you've done to the motor. It's obviously a little bit different than what came from the factory.
Yeah, this engine is a 3.2, built fresh from the case out.
I'll let you open it up. It's beautifully done with the RS ducktail.
The fresh built 3.2, built from the case out. It has Jerry Woods cams, Richard Parr PMO carburetors, 46 millimeter carburetors. It's got a traditional ignition in it. It does have a distributor, but I'm running the timing through an MSD timing box, so I didn't have to deal with the DME or Motronic or other more electronic ignitions. I wanted to keep the car in the spirit of the old school tactile kind of throttle response. So that's the only modern, the little timing computer is really the only modern technology in the car.
And have you had it dynoed yet? Any idea of the horsepower?
I only have about 5,000 miles on the engine, so we actually haven't dynoed it, but by the book, and when I say that I'm talking about Bruce Anderson's book, this engine with its with the compression and cams, it should be in the 280 to 300 range.
That's quite impressive, the weight of the car. Do you know what the weight of the car is?
It's had a lot of weight removed. I haven't weighed it either, but it's got to be somewhere around 2,300 pounds. It's got fiberglass wherever it can.
That's got to be the ultimate sleeper when you're coming up on it. May look like an early 911T, an early model car, but certainly not that kind of horsepower pumping out. So let's go into the interior because you also modified that for a nice period look. I'll open the door for it. Oh. There we go, and then you can tell us about what you've done to the interior.
Well, I believe in trying to keep these cars period correct, so it has new leather replicas of the Recaro Sport S seats. They are leather, not vinyl. It has new carpet, although I'm running rubber floor mats in the spirit of a track car or a sports car. New headliner. Most of the wiring harness has been replaced so that everything is fresh and reliable. That's kind of it on the inside.
And what's it like to drive it? Is it a fairly comfortable car, or is it kind of stiff?
It has conies. It has new conies and new bushings, but they're adjustable, so I can get a a comfortable ride. And it's a fun car to spend a whole day in. It's not that rough.
And then I understand you actually show it also.
I showed it for the last 2 years, and the car won its class 2 or Division 2 in the Peach State Concours last year.
Well, it's pretty neat to have all these GT3 RSs, Caymans, Panameras here in the parking lot. This little car is getting quite a bit of attention. So when you come to the Porsche plots, it's definitely worth it to go walk around the parking lot and take a look at the neat cars our members brought.